Just wanted to try his list because I like trying a lot of the lists that look cool from the PT, and this one was just next up on the docket. I really like Glint in the sideboard, even though it's still some sideboard slots, but like it's just so medium versus the red decks and some of the green decks that I don't think I want it in the main deck. Overall, though, I think these blue-black strategies are just like pretty good at the moment versus the red and the red-black decks. Though, like I said, I do think some gifted Efferborns would probably really just shore up those matches. But anyway, we're going to give her a row. Hasbro William B. I wonder if he's a Hasbro employee. Excuse me. I'm dead tired again tonight. Snap it off. Got a couple lands, got a couple removal spells, got a kill condition, and we got a search for Ascanta. Basically everything I want. Obviously I want more lands, but... So I said basically everything I want instead of everything I want. There's 26 lands in this main deck too, so I think keeping a 2-land draw or a 2-land hand on the draw is exceptionally okay, especially with a search for Ascanta. Yeah, can you do it, deck? You can do it. Just want to preserve my life total. Could have Doomfalled and tried to get a Chandra, but like Chandra's the only card that I'm kind of upset if I don't get to Doomfall. Because had he played a Hazard or a Phoenix here, we can always get the Doomfall with it off the table. I will not put that in the graveyard either. Target opponent exiles a creature they control. I'm pretty sure I clicked it right this time. I've definitely lost several games by clicking this wrong in the past. So it's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. It could be in a little trouble if he has a Hazoret. And of course they do. But it's not the end of the world, at least not yet. So we'll probably be taking some damage this turn. I'm not sure if I want to block or not. I almost think it's okay to block. But I'm not going to. Actually, I just want to start with this. No, don't. I want to start with this. Hey George, my friend, what is up? So we need to find a contempt kind of soon. I think we'll scry that to the bottom. Yeah, we'll put that in the graveyard pretty easily. I think I'm going to leave both on defense here. Actually, I'm probably just attacking this one, right? Brother, you don't need to try hard to find that. If you can't find it, you can't find it. I feel like we have to start trying to get the game over with. A lot of things just kill us. Like if he has a Glorybringer, we're dead, but they're not traditionally main deck cards. And I feel like if the game just goes on like a bunch more turns, we're probably dead anyway. He needs double removal spell or like a Gifted Efferborn to make the Chain Whirler not do its thing. Or not Gifted Efferborn, shoot, Crasher. Well, you found him that quick. Think I'm gonna block here. 9. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna block here. That's what I need to do. That's like the first thing I'm going to start doing whenever my back gets better. Just going to throw some arbitrary amount of something at me to make this smaller, which is not bad. Yes. So, what do we do now? I guess we buy back this. Probably find an untapped land, hopefully. No untapped land, you say? Alright, well, let's just put all the blockers out there then. Still ticking up on this, putting good things in the graveyard. We have a Contempt now. I'm leaving this on defense too in case he draws a Chain Whirler and can kill both of these. The back of Penn Station? Not sure what the back of Penn Station means. I think I'll put that in the graveyard. The back, oh, the back oh, you're going inside the place. For some reason I thought it would be outside. We can buy back a blocker this time. Sure. I'm not going to let him get the card. We'll just bring back the Ravenous. Where you at, Ravenous? Oh, you're eating there. I've been eating there about every night. That's fair. I've been eating the crap out of there lately. Their turkey subs have been hitting the spot for me. Alright, so what do we want to do in sideboarding terms? I think we want this, I think we want this, and I think we probably want this. This can block some of the things early, but I'm not sure if they're good enough, and this can buy back some things, but I'm not sure if it's good enough. Get rid of this Bloodfast. We'll get rid of these Yahinis. Dump this Syncopate. So I'm going to bring this in too then. I kind of want these because I just want more early things. Maybe you're better than Search. I think Liliana's not great in this match. Like maybe I should be cutting both the Lilianas. I think I'll cut both the Lilianas and leave these in. God, this is a lot of 4-drops, though. I guess these aren't technically 4-drops. There's steak with bacon. Yeah, I watched most of the Invitational. I think I fell asleep the first 2 modern rounds, but I did watch the majority of it. It was a pretty good event today. I'm gonna trim on these because of the I'm already trimming on Liliana, and they died a chain whirler. Yeah, I think I'm gonna trim on it. I'll leave a few though because they block. Invitational was a pretty good show today. I'd love to see Jerry's blue blacklist. Owen ended up 5-3 after a 2-2 start because he just crushed Standard again. Which is good times. You're going to have to send me what we agreed on number-wise on those lands and the quantity of them. And then maybe we'll be able to try to work something out. I think this hand's kind of on the weak side, but we don't have a whole lot of 1-man, 2-man interaction when we have cards this powerful. I think I'm just going to keep it and hope he has a kind of slow start. But this might be too greedy. This might have been a keep on to play and probably a mulligan on the draw, but we're kind of experimenting the deck. You gotta ship me that too. Yeah, she already has the 3 cards you asked for in her possession. Your mountain, your beta mountain, your intuition, and your Scars, yeah, Scars Worm Coil. In her possession. No problem, Bubba. I'm glad I actually had something you wanted for a change. It's going to be a lot harder to find things you want for the rest. I'm going to have to find a bunch of playmat tubes. Wouldn't mind any interactive spell here. I'm just glad Ash could facilitate a thing for you to do some big business. I like the word facilitate. Thanks for the host, by the way, George. I've just now got the alert for some reason. It says it happened 10 minutes ago, but I've just now got the alert. I could Doomfall them here, but yeah, if you're not playing and you're not big into collecting, like cards can always be gotten back later if you ever feel like it. There's no reason to keep things that you just, if you're not using them and stuff. And I believe you said you got your degree, so like work might be taking up time and everything, you know? I think you said you were wanting to get a job at Microsoft? Might not have a lot of free time. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while. Have you tried Galmont Industries and stuff in Lexington? They're probably hiring. Nice little starter jobs. Hey, Crumpets is doing pretty good. Back's feeling a little bit better today. Could always be better, but I think we're just go ahead and pop this now. We could wait till he attacks, but he could have like build to smash or something random, so there's no reason. Kinda want to kill this, but I'm still just hoping I'll draw a Walking Ballista and like get it off the front end or something. Huh. If I'm being mana screwed, I am beyond tempted just to make him exile his bro here. I don't know if this is the right play, but let's see how much he wants these 5 cards in his hand. Alright, he likes the 5 cards in his hand. As long as it's not Chandra, I don't care too much on letting down the contempt for 1 turn. It was Chandra. Still don't care a whole lot about it. What's my favorite deck? As in, are you asking what do I think is the strongest deck, or what is my favorite deck to play? Because the answer would be different. He had a second Coco, but we did sideboard in the, what was it that we sideboarded in? The Gear Hulk, so like maybe we can get that contempt back. Ooh, was that a good draw? You tell me. Alright. Okay, so we're going to discard this bro and this bro. We're going to play this bro, and then we're going to kill this bro. That was a good draw. We do have 2 of those in our deck. My favorite deck to play is the black-white, like Night deck or History deck. The black-white Vehicles deck, however you want to kill it or call it. I do not think it is the best deck. I think the best deck is something in the lines of the red-black list from the Pantheon. I think those decks are really well designed. But I would say those are the best deck. Had I been going to an event this weekend, though, I would have played some kind of blue-black mid-range deck. Not exactly sure which one I would play, but I would have played one of some kind. Alright, so now we have an interesting decision. Do we take 4 damage? I think I'm going to take 4 damage. Because I think killing the hazard is more important, and we can always Ravenous the Glorybringer. Kind of sucks to take the extra 4 damage, but it's probably going to be better overall. It's like really hard for us to beat the Hazoret. Of course, opponent had to know we had this because we didn't use our mana on the return end of Never. So we kind of telegraphed it. And we're just going to try to close the game here. Eight and 2. That's a pretty good record. Let me pull this up and check it out in a second. What else have I looked at? Those are pretty good and fun decks, so you can't go wrong with those. I've had problems with the Esper deck because like the mana's giving me fits. But that's just me. That doesn't mean that's necessarily the case. I've also had problems just like filling my deck with 4 Gear Hulks, though obviously like a Gear Hulk would look pretty good right now. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Think I'm going to take the Crasher and bash for 8. I think I'm going to take this and bash for 8. It elevates one of his blockers on the following turn, and we have a 10-point cushion, so like we basically only have to like fade removal spells here. A Glorybringer would be like really good, but that's okay. I need to do that at some point. I'm pretty sure I block just because if he has Lightning Strike, I'm dead. There's no reason not to block, I don't think. I can get an additional 2-drop next turn, and he has to have something pretty good to beat these this turn. So, like, if he has the perfect card, then he draws the perfect card again, and we blank, we could be in trouble. But other than that, I feel like we're in okay shape. Alright, so let's look at the S. Potter list. Teferi naturalizes. So it's like Bant Teferi. That's kind of interesting. No approaches the second sons in the main deck. That's wild. A full 4 rivulets though, a bunch of deserts, a bunch of hours. That deck looks pretty nice. I'm gonna favorite this. I might try this on stream soon. May try this on stream soon. This looks kind of neat. I'll pop it over here for anybody who's not clicking the links or is like on YouTube or something. This is the deck that the Drago posted us. I like the look of it. Well, when you were hounding me about that red-blue deck, like format or cards have like been printed since then. There's a new set. Yeah, milling's how I was most commonly winning matches with that deck back in the day. Well, most commonly versus other blue cards. Again, we don't have a whole lot of early interaction, and we get slapped by a red deck right off. We're really gonna, if we're gonna get paired versus red decks, you know, 40+% of our matches, we're really just gonna have to make the move and put Gifted Everborns in the main. That's a good one. Yeah, Teferi's Emblem is great. Do they only have one land? Nope. Alright, well, we're in a lot of trouble. Boom. I don't think I can get rid of that. I'm going to use the sorcery speed one. You have to hit us some links, man. You want to rebuild lands? Yeah, collecting lands is one of my favorite things. I'm a big, big land buff. The lands I want are stupid expensive, though. I guess that's going to go to our graveyard. Alright, well, we'll take a point of damage. How is it obvious what decks I play? Oh, you mean the dual lands? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, lands. Lands. Oh, I forgot about that. You did have lands. What happened to your Tabernacle? I play a different deck almost every day, Edwin. Not happy to see that, bro. This is a problem. And I need to hit the land here that I dumped a second ago. I think I'm just going to cast this thing and hope it's good enough. It's probably just not good enough, though, with this thing in play. It's still the best use of my mana, right? Because, like, there's a chance that he has nothing. No, this is Kevin Jones from the Pro Tour. The entire sneak deck minus the cards you're sending. Jesus, that's really nice. Yeah, duels have gone up pretty well. Actually, if I had a lot of money right now, I think I would be investing into Underground Seas. So he minus on this, and he's got a Chain Whirler, so that was like the literal perfects. Yeah, it's his list. Literal perfects on that. I guess I'll put that in the graveyard, even though I kind of want it, but... I shouldn't have played that land yet. Alright, well, we're going to play the thing that lets me put multiple things on the table. Yeah, I was really sad, too. He was going to win that game. I really wanted him to top 8. He just seems like a genuinely nice guy on top of everything else. Well, this is unfortunate, because I feel like I have to have this Scarab God to win the game. But I also wanted that Contempt. Nah, I mean, they're going to go, yeah, Kevin Jones. They're going to go up and down a lot, I think, but in the long run, they're going to stay up. So I'm going to take at least 3 more damage here. At the minimum. Just getting worked right now. You may sack this Beaumont Courier now. Oh, wow. He had a murder in his hand, so if he hits another black mana, we're just wrecked. The game's over if he hits another black. He cycled a black. Do you not have another black, or are you trying to hide it, or what? Huh. That card's interesting. I'm just going to go with this again. He's got 6 cards in hand, and he didn't play a land last turn, did he? So I imagine there's nothing I can do. I guess he did play a land. Still imagine there's nothing I can do to win. Yeah, he's got a bunch of different basics. There's the other black mana, and he's got 7, so... Alright, he's got something better than 7, because he could have just killed me with Cut. He can still just kill me with Cut, but... That showed me a card for some reason. Well, I guess we're going to sideboard the exact same way we just sideboarded. And we're going to run it back. We're basically going to have to draw early interaction to have a chance. Like, we need to draw some of these 9 spells in the first couple turns of the game. It's, like, really important. Like I was saying pre-tournament, like, there's an argument that I'm going to need some gifteds with as much red as they are now. I don't know. It depends on how much you want to play. I really think Mana Traders is a quality option. You can get their $35 a month package, and you can get like $300 decks all day, but like that's probably not enough for you because you would want to play Modern and Legacy, so you'd have to get a bigger package. So it all depends on how much you're going to play. Or you could just buy the singles. You certainly have cash money now. Well, will have cash money. I'm a big fan of manatraders.com. That's what I use. But like I said, I play a medium subscription fee, and I can play all the standard I want for the most part. Some of these Karn decks go a little over, but like they're not very good anyway. Humans is incredibly fun, but it's got such a target painted on it. Alright, let us go. I think we almost pulled the corner last game. This hand, again, is kind of slow, but I just don't think you can mulligan these hands. Like, we already have the right number of lands, so we just have to hope we hit something in, like, our couple draw steps or something. I think you have a better chance of hitting something in a couple draw steps than mulliganing, getting a couple of the mid-game cards, the lands, and a couple of the short-game cards. Duress. Rip. But it did take one of his colored sources out, so we know we're not getting Chain World on 3. Unless he has a way to produce energy for 2, which is unlikely. I do like this deck, though. Might need to play something more like Misplaced Ginger's build, though. Opponento. Thank you. That's the gift that keeps on giving. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to Doomfall it. Could get a Doomfall in his hand and try to get like a Chandra or a Rekindling Phoenix, but pretty happy with that decision. Mr. Pia. Or Mrs. Pia, sorry. See, you've solved this card, so... maybe we'll find something that brings glory. We did not. We did find a Chandra, though. That's better than the rest of those cards in this spot. We can actually play Chandra and Champion of Wits in the same turn if we want. Or what is more likely is use our Chandra as a removal spell. Unfortunately, our Chandra will not kill his Chandra anymore. Because rules. Alright. If they just have a Glorybringer, this is kind of bad, but feels like we're in kind of bad shape anyway. I'll do the best I can to protect that. That was a play mistake. I should have kept that for Hub in case he had a Glorybringer. That way I could have cooed it. That was really bad. It was really, really bad. Sometimes I'm not clever. Hopefully it won't matter, but it was still bad. Also, putting a champion in the graveyard there is not that terrible because we already have 5 lands. If we kept the land, we'd have been at 6, so we'd have been pretty close to buying it back. Tipping up for mana cannot be good for us. Don't know what they're casting, but there is 0 chance that this is going to go well. I was kind of hoping it was just Hazoret. That would have been best case. But we're going to lose our Chandra in this case as well. Kind of wanted that land because buying this back feels like it's going to be important. Oh, is that a good draw? Guess I have to leave one with the Beaumont. Actually, I'm still just going to kill the Beaumont. And then I'm going to steal the P, I guess. This we draw Scarab. Now's the time in the game where we need to draw Scarab. I have 4 Contempts and 2 Nevers and a Gearhulk, but we can't even cast a Gearhulk, so... I have a Hazoret, we would have been basically dead anyway. Hellbent with a smile. At a minimum 7. Still has 2 cards in hand. And another murder boat. Ugh. Come on, deck. Bring us a Scarab Daddy. Well, you're not great. But you can be cast, I guess. This is only black mana, so I guess I'll go ahead and kill it. Oh, they brought in the basic swamp, or they had the basic swamp. That's fine. Not all of them have a basic swamp. And that's game. Alright, well, we're 1-1 versus red decks. 2-0-2 as well. Enjoying the match. Hey, it's Total Donkey. He's been playing red. Please, not another red deck, Donkey. Can't keep this hand. Have to mulligan. Go ahead and mulligan. Alright, we'll keep it. Again, it's slow. Not a lot we can do. Actually going to keep this. I would probably mulligan it versus an unknown player, but versus Donkey, it's pretty safe to say he's on a red deck and go ahead and keep it. He's on the Flame of Keld list too. Rip. Go ahead and jam this, bro. So hopefully this gives us something to block with this turn and we can kill the Beaumont. Just notice he missed a land drop. That means he's got 5 spells in hand. And knowing his deck list, there's a good chance that all 5 of them are burn spells. Is that a good draw? Probably going to cycle this Fetid Pools, even though it's technically the 5th land. So now we want him to play another 1-drop, bro. That's good for us. I don't know the ordering on those, so I have to check expertise ordering. One second, guys. Reading rules. Okay. I'm pretty sure this works. Just wanted to double check and make sure that worked. Like I didn't want to punt a game to it. Yeah, I thought it worked, but since we're on Magic Online, even if I was in real life, I would have asked the judge. If you're not 100% sure, there's just no reason not to get confirmation. I was 50% sure, but like I said, 50% sure is just not good enough in a spot that I can be 100% sure. Huh, my cane just fell and hit me in my side and scared the crap out of me. So, Chain Whirler's going to absolutely wreck me. And I don't really care because I'm mostly just wanting to put things in my graveyard. Okay, he doesn't have a Chain Whirler in his hand, I don't think, or I don't think he would have used a Lightning. Alright, well, opponent got a 1-mana draw and then got wrecked by the Henny. So we got a little fortunate there. We definitely want this. We definitely want these here. He's a little more spell orientated, so I actually think that these Duresses are fine in this match. I kind of think these Negates and the Hour Glory are fine, but I'm probably not going to find enough room for them all. These are just cards that I think are fine. Definitely don't want to Syncopate. I don't think I want the Doomfall versus this opponent. They have a couple... they typically have a couple of Hazards or whatever, but not a lot. So I think I'm going to keep these as well. Yeah. I don't have a good way to close past this, but I don't want to have it early. Alright, I'm just not going to have enough room for these. And that's fine. Again, the champions aren't particularly great, but they are good enough. Shoot. I think we have to mulligan. They don't have very many non-basics, if any, so there's a good chance that the Field of Runes can't fix our mana. This hand we'll keep because of the Scry and the draw step. And we actually have a catch-up card. Okay, they don't have a 1-drop. It's probably bad for us. They did mulligan a bunch though, so... I don't think they've left for the RPTQ yet. I think they're leaving sometime midday tomorrow. I don't know that to be accurate. That's what I think. I think I'm just going to pass here and hold on to the Never in case he has Chandra. Or in case he plays like a Chain Whirler or something. Rip. It would have been a nice time to have the land, but can't complain too much. Go ahead and get this bro out. Might pull a burn spell out of his hand. It's not a bad one. If we draw an untapped land before he draws a relevant spell, then the Scarab Gods will probably bring it home, but... we're going to stop on our opponent's turn after he draws. Another one of those. Willing to trade this for a burn spell and just replay it if nothing else. It prevents 5 damage. And if he can't get this off the board, we get to get Choops back. Anyway, that's Brad. He's a really good player. He just 5-0'd with that deck earlier. But he got mana screwed and mulliganed into Oblivion versus us, so it's not much of a fair battle. Feel like he's a favorite, especially when we don't have Efferborn, but it's Caleb D. He's also streaming. Have no idea what he's playing. He typically plays more creature-y decks, so I'm willing to keep a looser hand like this. I think he was testing for an RPTQ and a standard showdown, maybe? Oh, he's still on the mono blacklist from earlier. Interesting. Trying to decide whether I'm going to mulligan or scry this or not. I don't think I am. I think we're going to need to get to Champion of Wits this game. Like the back end of it. Okay. So I want most of these cards. I'm willing to get rid of you and you. I think the Doomfall can get a Karn next turn, so don't know if he's even playing Karns. Oh, he's playing Gift. Ooh. That's considerably better then. So they have a Scarab God. Okay. This is a blue-black Gift then. I think I'm just going to take this. Maybe that's just too powerful. Maybe I have to take this whether I want to or not. We don't have another removal spell. I'm just going to take this. Immediately punished, by the way. For anyone who cares. Just immediately punished. That's the best way to be punished, though. That's a good one. So there's no other creatures in the graveyard yet. And then next turn we have a Contempt, or we could even attack, attempt to get him to block, and then never, which I don't think we're willing to do either. So that's all the cards we've saw. I'm going to leave that on top. Attack with this and acquire our trigger for sure, and then we're going to kill this. Alright, I think Gifts is going to be kind of hard to beat. This might be good enough. It's still a gate, but we probably can't ever steal a gift. These are probably just good in a match like this in general. Negates are probably good. Come on. Let me highlight. Ooh, Hour has to be good. Gearhulk has to be good. Maybe Duresses are good. I really just don't know. We definitely don't want Yahennies. I don't think we want the Cast Down. I don't think we want the Bloodfast. I don't think we want the Searches or the Settle or the Fatal Pushes. I think we have enough other removal. Maybe all of you just aren't good enough. So I'm like looking at these 2 Duresses and 2 Negates and just thinking like, what can I do? Do I have enough? Maybe I want a couple of these. Maybe the Nevers aren't good enough. This is Kevin Jones's list. Yeah, Esper Mirrors are a little on the wilding side. I don't know. Being able to pull a thing out of his graveyard seems relevant, but whatever. I should have probably got rid of these meltdowns for a couple of fatal pushes. That makes sense. We'll keep this hand. It's good enough. It's not great. We'll go ahead and do this. He might have a Bloodfast or something. Well, we're going to take the gate. His hand was pretty bad as well. Ooh, that was a good draw. So we drew the first banger in an F6 battle. Wow. Alright, they're done. I guess they drew blank blank. Caleb has better things to do with his life. And we've got a quick pity chest, only losing to red black so far. Feel like Caleb just has better things to do with his life. Got pretty unlucky. Mash on discard hand size. Fair enough. Yeah, I saw Matt win a game the other day in an F6 battle that, boom, blew my mind. Like, I don't know how Matt pulled the one off that he pulled off the other day. I think this hand's good enough. I just really don't mulligan hands that have turn 2 searches. It's just not in me. I'm in love with this card. It's just not in me to do that. Blue-green. Venturous Impulse. So they're probably playing that Stompy list. I actually think that could be a real hard deck for us to beat, especially when we don't have any Gifted Efferborns in our deck. Could be an interesting match. They got Thrashy. Might not be an interesting match, too. We may just not draw another land. Wow. So we currently don't have a spell for that. And that's Strike 2 on lands. Please don't kill this Search Rascanta. I need my lands. kind of sucks, because we already know he has a Thrashing Brontodon. Hopefully he'll just like play the Brontodon, sack it on the Meltdown and bash, but that's probably unlikely. We can hope for that though, right? Oh, he's got a second Steel Leaf? Alright. Big draw step. Have to hit an untap land. To the graveyard you go, and boom, got there. Alright, now we have to dodge a Blossoming Defense. Got there as well. Alright, that's helpful. I think 6 Dixallows run the stack? Wow. What is this? What does he have that's just randomly 6 mana? It's a Walking Ballista for 2. Huh. Yeah, we'll put ours in the graveyard. We just want lands. So we're going to take 3 damage here, but we're going to kill one of his bros, and he's down to a Brontodon in hand and a Steel Leaf. Does have the 2 Hashtap Oases, though. Man, so many decisions to be made in games like that, Murph. I actually find them pretty fun. I feel like he doesn't make this sack unless he has a Blossoming Defense or a counterspell more often than not. Or maybe he's just trying to 2-turn kill me. I don't know. I get Revolt when this dies, don't I? I think I get a Fatal Push when that dies. Yeah, so we're currently stable. He doesn't have a land? So is this just commit then? He just casually not held up commit the entire game? Oh, we had a Scarab God. That's what we call a good boy. Ronus is a good one. Scarab God confirmed, also good one. Boom. Alright, well we drew every removal spell we had there. Just all of them, right? Drew 3 Contempts. Hit a Fatal Push at the right time. It's pretty nice. How do I want to sideboard? I think we want the Gearhulk. kind of think we want an Excess Extraction and this and this. Like, some of those might be too much. We can probably get rid of the Syncopate for sure. Alright, we want all these. I think I'm going to cut this. I think we want all these. I'll cut this too. Want all these. Want all these. Want these, want these, want these. It's like I cut a Meltdown, but like a Meltdown seems really good here. Sure. Shave one Liliana. I didn't care. I was still up on cards after the memory. Yeah, that was a heck of a battle, it sounds like, Smurf. Llanowar Elf. Okay, not Llanowar Elf. Sweet. Yeah, the Moto, it takes a while to get used to. I wish you could back up on it. It definitely takes a while to get used to. Nobody's going to deny that. We have a million removal spells here, so we'll hopefully not get destroyed by counter spells and or blossoming defenses, and we'll just like kill something, kill something, kill. Ooh, that's going to get swept up by the Yahini, hopefully. Kenra. Magic card confirmed. Okay. Didn't play the elf, unfortunately. Got me. Blossoming defense. Their hand. Get out of here, Walking Ballista. Oh, shoot. They have a Forest and a Llanowar Elf. My bad. So that's every card we know about. Oh, that's just everything. Well, the perfect draw right now would be something similar to a Champion of Wits. That's not a Champion of Wits. Alright. Well, we play on, but they did a lot of damage in their little spurt. And if he doesn't have anything, this is probably game. Spoiler! We lost with Nick's deck, 4-1 with my deck, lost with Nick's deck, 4-1 with my deck. Not my creation, but my deck choice. Just got to needle Nick a little bit. We lost this red-black match pretty hard. Probably going to do something closer to Jerry's list for the future. The deck felt pretty good, though. Overall, I really liked it. Just blue-black is really good right now. Just the blue-black spells in general. Also, Dazani's blue-black deck from the Pro Tour is something I want to experiment some. He's a full control build. But overall, I've just really enjoyed this style of deck. I think Scarab God's good again. I think it's going to do really well at the Pro Tour. Or, sorry, at the Grand Prix this weekend. Obviously, I expect red decks just to be the best decks, but kind of think Scarab God decks are going to be the next best decks. Wouldn't be surprised to see some Scarab Gods in the top 8 or the top 16 at least. Deck The Esper decks are good, but like the mana's just not felt good to me, so I feel like you have to be more slanted to this, or like maybe more slanted to just blue-black control. I don't know, but like I definitely think Fatal Pushes and Contempts is like your starting place for beating the red decks. Anyway, let's see who we can host. It's a pretty fun night. The deck performed admirably. We had a few good breaks. Can't seem to get a 5-0 to save our lives this season. So Button streaming, actually MJ streaming, and MJ rarely streams. He's playing Snakes. He went 5-0 the last time I watched him play Snakes, so we're going to go ahead and toss him the host since Ginger's not on. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming by, and take care.